Hey, someone comes in and they say, hey, I want a brush. Okay, well, you're looking for a paintbrush. Let's imagine we're like a Home Depot or Lowe's, a home improvement store. We've got millions of products potentially in our index, and we've got the content for those, which is the titles, the names, the attributes, all of those things stored. That's your content. Domain understanding is really understanding what's the schema, what's the structure, what are the different entities within my domain, how do they relate? If someone types in 2x4, that refers to 2x4 as dimensions. Like just understanding what I'm doing and what my domain is. Okay, someone comes in and they say, hey, I want a brush. Okay, well, you're looking for a paintbrush, you're looking for a toothbrush, probably not at Home Depot, but there's many different kinds of brushes that you could use. So content understanding, if we think of these as separate, what we talked about earlier with the inverted index of just taking data, putting it in an index and just searching on it, that's basically content understanding. What content do I have, what can I match on, and what can I bring back? If we only do content understanding, this is basic keyword search. Then there's domain understanding. If I only do domain understanding, I'm not really looking at my content and I'm not really looking at my users, then this is basically a knowledge graph. I've built out some ontology or I've got some internal knowledge graph that models my domain, but it's not necessarily tied to my specific products available now. It's not necessarily tied to my users. And then the last is user understanding. So if I really, really understand my users, they're coming to my site, they're clicking on things, they're clicking on other things, they're leaving, they're coming back, that's great. But if I'm not relating that to the content and I'm not relating that to the domain, then at this point I'm just tracking user behavior. And so that is something like recommendations. So there's an algorithm we'll talk about called collaborative filtering, which is it's the Amazon model of users who purchase this also purchase these things. Users who like this also like that. To do those algorithms, you don't actually have to know anything about the products or the items being searched or the domain. You literally just need to know these people that like this thing tended to like this thing, therefore somehow they're related, and I can suggest the second thing whenever someone searches for the first thing. And so content understanding by itself is keyword search. Domain understanding by itself is usually a knowledge graph. User understanding by itself is a user profile or collaborative recommendations. But what we really want to do in search is we want to look at the intersections here.